Hi there. I wanted to talk to you about education. What is real education? Real education is when you understand. Understand actually is two words. It's a stand which is under a house. The house is your brain and your concepts and your ideologies, and that has to have a foundation, and it's called an understand because it's a stand under the house. Education has left the schools, it's left the universities. Education is nothing but a programming of the mind. It's nothing except something to help society carry on in the way that it's going. A society which is full of paedophilia, crime, torture, rape, violence, economic distress, depression, unfairness. We're not going to solve the world. It seems that this world is supposed to be a little bit unfair. But the education that you're learning is there to prop up, to reinforce that unfairness. You might not be able to stop unfairness, but you can certainly cut a lot of it down. Education in schools is not to do anything else but to make you stay in your place in society, to make you think in a particular way, to make you obedient to the right persons, to make you understand how it is that you're going to get money out of the society to live and to have a family, and the rules and the codes that you have to keep in mind in order to do that. So for instance, you've got your head boy. The head boy has a little badge. Now, that little badge means nothing. That little badge is worthless. That little badge just says head boy. But it's symbolic. It's symbolic. That's the problem. Napoleon once said what generals will do for a piece of ribbon, saying that his generals or his soldiers went to massive feats of courage in order to get a little piece of ribbon put on their uniforms to display or to symbolize that they had something. But really it was just a piece of ribbon. How is it that you can get somebody to murder huge amounts of people, to put their life in danger, to have huge acts of courage just for a coloured piece of ribbon? Well, you have to be programmed and trained to do that. That head boy in life becomes title like director, CEO, chairman, manager, coordinator, and each symbol has money attached to it. Depending on how high up the hierarchy you can go, depends on how much power and how much money you can gain. Money and power then allow you to have a particular style of life. That style of life is filled with things like Netflix, latest gadgets, new shoes, Nike, Reebok, holidays wherever the fashionable spot is, to have a house in a location that you're supposed to have. But never do the people really invest in, I don't know, art or beautiful views, or give it to foundations to help other people educate themselves, really. So the whole system is corrupt, and you becoming the best in that system is you corrupting yourself as much as possible. The head boy, yeah, he will get more money. Yes, he will do better in society. But that doesn't mean to say what he's doing is correct. It just means to say he's learnt how the system works, and he's going to work the system for his benefit. Whether that's benefit for the spirit is neither here nor there. However, along with the ideologies of society, we do have spirituality, or something called spirituality, which is called Christianism. Christianism is what goes hand in hand with the state or with society. So you can become a good Christian, a good leader of the community, a good representative of the community, and you can have your job and you can be the head boy and you can tick all the boxes. But my question is that real spirituality? Is that real education? And the answer is no and no. If you look at Christianity, it's very easy to displace the understand that it has. That's a system which you're being trained to solidify, to prop up, to make stronger. A system which will come to an end as transhumanism starts to approach us. So what do you do? How do you deal with this problem? It's all very well me talking about all this negative stuff and telling you how, the system's all against you. The thing you have to do is you have to educate yourself. You have to start reading. You have to start looking how things are put together, how networks are created, how networks of religion and ideologies and sciences and histories, literature, art, music are all connected. You have to understand how the world works. And when you understand a little bit better, you have a very different picture of the world, a much more truthful picture. Because the world that you're being taught in schools is creating a false picture of the world. When you have a false understanding or perception of something, your behavior changes. Perception influences behavior. If school and university and religion create a false perception, then your behavior will be false. If you can find the correct picture, then your behavior will change and it will become more in line with truth and harmony. Thank you very much. If you like this video, please press the big red button. Thank you.